lower side here as well. Yeah, so we'll split at 4-1 at this stage. Killstreak, though, going to already see a little bit of action on the top side there. He catches Glaive as he falls to the ground. Ali chimes in as well. And it's the UMPs and the...
Where are these CT players trying to pull themselves in from? And Snappy's got a great angle on one. Modi finds Alu. That's the position I was excited for. Modi all the way round the back now, Rain in the 1v2. One flash, he does have a kid. Tag comes out, Modi spots him, it's Snappy to close.
Yeah, 3v3 now as well, and Valdi going to be coming out from behind. This is a huge position. Alu falls down. Keo was on the bomb side. He's so vulnerable to pushes from Brown Halls now, and even Jacob's not that safe. Snappy just looking to try and mop on up here, and Jacob can't hold on his own.
Tighten the noose around their neck. They shouldn't lose players, and Valda having a really big round here.
Yeah, and then about there, it's going to be 80. At least you can reply here, but from Ebox, the bomb is, well, it's a reasonable way away from him at this stage. He needs to go and scoop that one up there off of the floor. Scoop it. What if Snappy has something to say about it, though, at this stage? It is very, very low, but Snappy falls to that one.
Yeah, and look how low Freeze is. Big benefit here now. They can tap under that, but he's going to hop up on top. Still looking towards CT, and he's not checking connector. Freeze has walked out, and I think he's just seen it. It's a 1v1, Mitch.
I can't believe it now. Modi's forced to push forward as well. He, of course, the healthy one, but he gets cut down by AZ, and it's all about FaZe. Thrown at the side, maybe a molly to try and stop it, but Snappy's in there with the kid. He's got the pliers out. He's cutting away at the wires. Is there a shot? Geo shuts it down. I don't think
got time.
There's time.
I think there's time. Ooh. Wait. Actually, no. That is really close.
Yeah, they got it. They got it. No, what?
They got it. They got it. It was the last second. It was the last second.
Volvo.
Get wrecked, Mitch.
Nalu to pick him up there, but Keo takes down Valde, and now it's Freeze as well. In a 1v2, he's got the AWP, he's got a kit, so there is a little bit of margin time-wise, but he's just unscoped at the worst time. Keo comes across the very small gap there. Freeze unable to thread the needle in that regard, and now he has to sit back, but Keo gets sent into next Tuesday. Unfortunately, no time left for Freeze to get the defuse there, and Rain will finish it off. Oh my lord, blood pressure's up a little bit there as well, and that's not even just from getting the name wrong all the time. There is Glaive. He was full flash, just tapping away, hoping for something, but eventually does get run and gunned down by Rain. Now, you can see in the middle of the map, there's all AZ trying to make something happen with the Deagle, and Freeze just sends him packing. He gets Glaive pretty much in mid-air at the time, so 3 players to work with. FaZe have some position, but Modi just says, no, not today. And Keo now going to have to do some work from close up. He catches Freeze as he comes around the corner, almost feeling a sixth sense about Snappy being around the corner there. Keo knows he's threatened as well from CT, so being very, very careful of how he exposes his rear end. And Rain is going to go forward from now and try and pacify the natives here, but Valde does come out with a CZ. And Keo caught off on the wrong of course, up in the apartments here. Jacob falling down, dropping the bomb as well, giving that one away. Ali now chiming in a little bit more. Now we need to see him activate. He's got one more player standing in his way, and that is Glaive. The man will be sitting inside kitchen as well. Ali will need some fairly fast fingers and decent reflexes to catch him now. Picks up the bomb. Moves into the safe plant position here as well. At least it should be on this Glaive, trying to go for a peek over the top. Jumps through the window! Alu's back, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my lord, what a way.
There's nowhere better coming out from this. It's going to be tricky for them to do it. I do like the deep smoke towards connector. It allows the teams to actually check for this, and it works well until Alu comes into it. Glaive and Snappy get punished, and FaZe take an advantage.
I love that. The far forward, he can pick him off and then maybe cause a rotation back to B. But Jacob's not going anywhere in a hurry. And Valde trying to join the rest of his team as they're being cut down.
It does. Oh, there we go. It does happen, but he takes so much for it. They've actually lost out the fight already in A, so they're left with 1 player on 19 HP. He's already locked out. The hunt begins, and Alu had a great round there. You can see how nervous he is. He's got AZ with him. Great timing on the flash. Denies one. Alu picks up the other, but it's a back and forth, and actually pulling ahead is Team X. Keo, though, needs the shutdown connector, and he's done just that. Valde falls. The final player standing is Modi, and he's left in the 1v2.
And the double-pronged assault on A, not really working out so well here ultimately for Team X. And now Modi trying to get across to the site. FaZe shut it down. They say you may have gotten close, you may have tested us even a little bit over on train, but Mirage is our home ground.
Utilize as much early on in this version, but Disco smart, he falls away. Similar to Nitro at the major when he read the situation, fell away back into the site.
First kill with that weapon. It's going to be Snacks and you dropping, and this is the pretty redundant round. These ones where you have more. This is the opportunity now to fall down to lower and try and stay alive.
Forrest is able to come over and give him a hand, too. That's very smart. Forrest rotates back, considering the reset came in at 5-1, and they could have had a huge problem. But Disco showing more flair, comes in and gets 2. Snacks the next to fall. He's definitely showing off that he's got the skill, and Get Right finds Neo as he looks for Disco instead. And
That's a pretty cool concept if it does that. Wallbang is effective. I like that.
I miss wallbangs, and it is nuke. This is like the sentiment. Disco getting aggressive this time, so we've seen him be quite passive, smart on his rotations and winning out exchanges at ramp. This time he pushes up, gets information, calls that there was one at least in ramp, so Freiburg does the same outer to see if, okay, if they're in the lobby position right now, who's to say they're not at outer? If they're not out here, then
it's redundant round here. And NiP don't have much to work with, apart from a few upgraded pistols. Snacks gets the first headshot, and it gives the game up for NiP, and now just a matter of a shooting gallery. Can he finish him off?
Taz will come out to support his teammate. SMG, though, UMP for him. Not quite the same distance advantage, so Peaks realizes they're not as close as he would have liked, goes back to cover off Hut instead, and to go back up that ladder, he rotates around to secret stairs late, catches Forrest, snacks in, Disco down immediately to the AWP. Nade in, they know exactly where Freiburg is, but 62 HP. Freiburg takes Snacks, it's a 1 versus 1 against Bialy, low on HP as he is, and he sprays in despite his blindness, he'll find the kill.
That's the idea at least, but it's not really going to be too effective against his pistols. Easy spray down the both things of Pasha. Gets the first 2, bombs dropped as well. The game is up, looking for 4, and nails it as well, with just going to be 4 remaining.
It's the wild card factor. I don't think VP's quite prepared for that, because NiP's not really known for pushing through smokes in that regard. As Freiburg will get Taz, suddenly he's giving them a real chance. He's going to find Bialy as well as he walks in. It could be the map over and done with on the back of a great play from Disco to Upland, and suddenly bomb going down. It's Snacks that has to clutch out 1 versus 3. AWP in hand to try and do so as well, which is not viable for a retake. But he's going to have to utilize it to the best of his abilities, and he does have a decent amount of them, but it exists to catch him on the drop, and it will go the way of NiP.
Yeah, so after a 13-2 deficit, VP doing what they can in the second half. They win the pistol, they win the first few gun rounds, but...
One onto him, and then a follow-up from Forrest. We'll bring this back almost dead even. It's just a 1-minute advantage as Taz pulls it away, and they now have the last player spotted. He'll close it out on Forrest and exist. You can just play the timing of the defuse. Goes for the peek, nearly catches him with the nade out. Instead, though, Neo, he's going to try and sell this. He's going to try and stick this. He's down to 1 second. Exist. Does he get there in time? No, he does not. The defuse comes in, and Virtus.Pro. NiP have very limited options indeed. Disco does pick up 1 kill into Snacks. Okay, finds Pasha immediately on the flank. He's got a 3rd. What is this accuracy? He's got this down to a 1 versus 2. It would be a 1 versus 5 for the stand-in and the crosshair flash from it was really the only opportunity they had to get Pasha out of that situation because he was so far removed. But Snacks certainly makes up for it. Is the first to try and shut them down. Both players blinded, both players weakened, but Disco's the one to fall at the hands of Taz. And Snacks will come back to try and help him, but look at the amount of smoke. There is a gap, though. A massive gap, but a leg shot instead. It's Get Right jumping across. They elect to run back, and it baits out Bialy. Freiburg sits and finds the kill.
It's going to be the execution towards that A side. The smokes come in. It's at the Forest now. See if he can get that first headshot. Actually gets a double there.
For the escape, but Neo. And now Freiburg falling. It's a huge problem. Good pickup, though, on a return as Exist in behind the barrels, uses that of Freiburg's position as well. And they've actually pulled this back. Flash goes out, re-peek again. Taz completely blinded and Exist. He takes his time to line up the accuracy and NiP.
And out of nowhere, maybe it's VP just trying not to lose these rounds instead of trying to win them. Hosted them. Round number 14 against all odds.
AWP picked up from Forrest, didn't amount to much. Neo fakes it out, baits in Get Right. Exist never went to get the gun that he actually won over on the B side, the A side, and going to give them potentially another win.
He's done it
on their record, but it's 5 seconds. Oh, he's missed it. There's a huge chance here. Pasha, he's got the plant down, but he gets taken out in the end by Disco, who knows exactly where he was. He relines it up.
That's a decent incendiary. Considering the time remaining as well, that's quite a smart move, and unfortunately for NiP, it's Exist that goes down after dropping a decent incendiary. Freiburg. Another clutch situation, stepped up on Nuke and looking to do the same thing here. He gets the first 2, both headshots. The Snack separates him from another 1 versus 3 victory for his incendiary, but he has been taken out to low HP. Snacks
to close this, or it's double overtime indeed as NiP rotates back toward the B side. It's Taz that's going to confront on the way through. Has the information, spots his shoulder, goes for the peek, plays around the pillar. He's got 2, bomb goes down. He's done so well. He heard them coming and he played the time against them in a flash out. Taz has done it. Virtus.Pro will go 1-1 to start the season as they split with NiP on opening night of Season 4.
Just as I was saying, it was perfect CS being played from the Swedes. They go towards that B side, and Taz, great position there. They all went towards 2. They didn't split it at all. So.